Oh, you want to see soft on crime? Watch this. I'll take this rich white kid in Malibu, supposedly rich white kid. Fraser doesn't have a penny to his name. And I'm going to charge him to the sheets. I'm going to throw everything I've got at him. 4 counts of murder. I suspect, I'm pretty confident that if Fraser had a different last name, if he did not fit a particular demographic, we would never be having this conversation. This is not a murder case. Did you know that, and this is tragic about the Pepperdine students who lost their lives. There is no way to get your head around that kind of loss, that kind of silence, that kind of sorrow that fills your soul about their loss. In our lifetime, years back, the president of Pepperdine, the sitting president of Pepperdine, Norval Young, was driving his car and hit 2 women and killed them both.
Really? The president of Pepperdine now?
No. Years ago.
Okay.
No, this is.
Oh, he was sitting
this
at
is
the
back
time.
this is back in the 70s. He was the sitting
and heading
the
back
sitting
to campus or whatever.
Hit 2 women, killed them. Except Norval Young was drunk. As you know, Fraser Bohm, no drugs, no alcohol, not on his phone.
And he was 21 at the time, a young
22
kid?
At the time.
So why was he going so fast on the highway anyway, whatever speed?
Let me finish my point.
Yeah.
Norval Young hit 2 people and killed them. Involuntary manslaughter, 4 years probation, not 1 day in jail. Not one. My client is facing 4 life terms, back to back to back to back, for an accident. This case is wildly overcharged. It was a political backlash filing. That's all it was. And my hope is Nathan Hochman is a very, very different DA, a very solid DA. My hope is that the only reason that this is continuing under his watch is more apathy than in anything malicious. I don't believe he's malicious at all about this particular prosecution.
Can he throw it out if he wants to?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. And I expect to have a conversation with him and his staff about exactly that, righting the ship. Let's prosecute this case as it should be. I will defend this case all day long with the right charges. All day long. If it was charged as a vehicular manslaughter, I could defend that all day long because I don't believe that Fraser did anything criminal. It was a tragic accident that was born out of other circumstances, including a road rage incident in which he was being chased down.
So was he trying to outrun somebody who was going after him?
Not outrun him, but just get away from him. Create distance. That's what you're taught to do. Get away from the person. Don't stop your car. Don't get out. Don't get into a physical altercation. Just get away from the threat, which is what he was trying to do. And he lost control on an incredibly dangerous little spate of road, about 1.5 miles of road in Malibu, called Dead Man's Corner or Dead Man's Curve. And it was at that point that he lost control of his car and this accident occurred. It was just a confluence of tragic events. And he didn't mean any harm to any person.
Sliding doors.
Exactly like sliding doors. Change the circumstances 3 seconds, 5 seconds, one way or the other on either side of the incident, and this tragedy does not occur.
The families of these 4 women are grieving, and their grief has had enough time to turn to anger. I mean, how do you get to them? Because, did they understand it, or are they just like, pay
Billy,
for this,
the last thing,
rich kid?
Yep, the last thing I would do is try to change their minds. They're going through a grieving process that I can only imagine. I can't even imagine. So I would never try to change their minds. No. But that's why we don't have private prosecutions in this country. That's exactly why we don't allow the victim's family to prosecute, because they do see red. They do hurt in a way that we can't imagine, and they do want some kind of retribution. I get that. I understand it. That's why we have professional, objective prosecutors. This was an emotional, politically driven decision to charge this young man, 22-year-old young man, with not even a traffic ticket, not a parking ticket, with 4 counts of murder, and seek to put him in prison for the rest of his life. Think about that. That's the tragedy that's the second tragedy of this circumstance.
Wow.